Hello everyone, it's Oля today with you, and in this video I want to discuss if Ukraine is part of European Union and actually what you can do with Ukrainian residents, to which country you can enter. Okay, I will try to make this video short and informative. I know that some guys are surprised what is this question, but just skip this video because I'm making this video for people who, as I understand, they live so far from Ukraine, and all these European countries, European Unions, Eurozone, Schengen Zone, I don't know, all other things is just the same. They don't see the difference between them and they are very confused what's going on and what they can have as Ukrainian residents. Okay, so here I try to explain this. First of all, let's start what is Europe. Europe, this is geographical term and it means just location. Europe, Asia, Africa and other like regions, right? So yes, Ukraine belongs to Europe and the geographical center of Europe is actually in Ukraine. So yes, we geographically, we belongs to Europe. Then European Union. European Union, this is economical union between a lot of countries, and it have a lot of things, which means that countries have less taxes between each others, they have less certifications, less permissions. It's all little to make the economical trade, economical movement of goods and services much easier. And also this means that every country member of European Union, they pay some money to Union, and then Union have some common budget and they use it for helping different countries or to making some projects, to build some things, and actually a lot of things. Ukraine is not part of this economical union. Ukraine is not part of EU, and yes, not part of EU anyhow. Then we have Schengen Zone. Schengen Zone, this is not European Union, but somehow a lot of countries, they are part of both Schengen Zone and European Union. Schengen Zone means just visa regime inside of between these countries, and some policy according to visas actually and borders. So Schengen Zone, this is zone where inside of this zone you don't need to have any visas to move between the countries which is part of this zone. If you are coming from abroad and you get visa to one Schengen country, once you reach this country inside of, again, Schengen Zone, you can move just with one visa. For example, you have visa to France, you can move to Italy, Spain, Monaco and other countries without having visas from those countries. Ukraine is not part of Schengen Zone, and if you have visa to Ukraine, you still need to have visa to Poland, for example, Czech Republic or any other countries which belongs to Schengen Zone. Ukraine do not belong to Schengen Zone, and for Ukrainian citizens it's not required to have visa to Schengen countries, but if you have just residence in Ukraine, not passport, just permission to live in Ukraine, still you need to have visa to Schengen countries. This is what you need to remember. And the last one is the Eurozone. This is a zone where is currency called euro. So to this country, to this zone belongs not all countries, even which is part of European Union and part of Schengen Zone. So it's much smaller. And Ukraine does not belong to Eurozone at all. We have our own currency. That's about these unions, these all things. So I hope you understand that Ukraine is not part of European Union and you need visa to Schengen countries even if you have visa to Ukraine, or if you have Ukrainian residents, you still need visa to Schengen countries and to European Union countries, let's say like that. Now, another question is when Ukraine will be part of European Union, because a lot of people think that it must happen just next month or very soon. It will not happen soon. It must happen, if it will happen at all, it can take decades, because this is a very long process which requires so many things. So as every country, they have their own vision, how they see themselves in 20, 30, 40 years. The same Ukraine, we see ourselves in European Union, but this is very far perspective, and this is very far target. This is not something that must happen next year. This is something which can happen in decades if it will happen. And about association with Europe, which we signed some years ago, it means it gives a lot of preferences for Ukrainian producers and for small business to have less certification, less conditions, less requirements for selling to Europe. It doesn't mean that, again, you can come here, get Ukrainian residence easily and go to work in Europe without any problems. No, it means just some things for business which is actually not related to people if they're not producing anything or they don't have their own business. Okay guys, I hope that this video was informative and you understand the difference between European Union, Schengen Zone, Eurozone and actually Ukraine. Ukraine is not part of any of them except that Ukraine is located in Europe. If you like this video, don't forget to press the button like and subscribe to my channel.